So Corey,
Yes.
one thing I do respect you as me being a writer and you being a writer, I respect the fact of that you did a rape storyline because to me that was a very powerful thing because so many people have experienced that. Talk to me a lot about that storyline and how did you come up with the idea for that?
Um, because I wanted to come off such as a shock factor what we planned as far as the twin switcheroo. Because if you notice throughout the series, Marlo's character and my character are, even though they have this love-hate situation where he can never forgive, he's always doing wrong, he's always cheating and infidelity, but we always know that when it comes down to it, that they have each other's backs, and that's something that was very powerful to experience the rape. You never, once the rape scene happened, it's like, why would he do that? And I was really laying a foundation for what's to come about the twin switcheroo. And the reason why I went with rape, a lot of people don't know, but whether straight, gay, people are raped all the time, and they have to go through different things. And if you know, some kids are raped, some people um, get STDs from. Some people can often, that's their first time. It's just a very strong thing to be raped and beat up and then have to go through it by yourself and have no one to turn to. And so I wanted to talk about that. Like, I would like to break barriers on the show. And then to top it off, my character actually contracts HIV in the season finale. And so for me, it was kind of a hard storyline to do that, is because I've never worked with someone that I knowingly had HIV, or I've never had to do any type of research. In order for me to do the research and be confident in portraying the role, I went down to in Nashville, it's a place called Nashville Cares, to get some pamphlets on HIV, people who had HIV, who's like one of our cast members talked to me a whole lot about it, and he's openly active and talks about his status and portrays his status on the show. Um, he just kind of just voiced to me a lot about what happens, and I was so nervous to play the role because no one actually that I've watched wants to deal with the situation or wants to talk about it. And like I said, I always like to break down barriers. I like to talk about things that are going on in the community or that's going on in the LGBT community that's never discussed. Like, you always want to throw up AIDS on like Empire last night, you're gonna contract AIDS and die. That's not the way. Like, even from watching General Hospital, but like we just talked about with a storyline that happened years ago. One of the first soap operas to ever portray HIV. She now has a child. She
Mm-hmm.
went on to live a healthy life, and you can do that. And I wanted to talk about things when people feel like their back is against the wall, or if they get raped, the dirtiest thing that you can think of, and then you contract it, you feel dirty, you feel disgusting, you feel like you're not important, you want to kill yourself. So now the question is, in season 3, how does Zamtrez go henceforth? And so now you always see that HIV, people live with HIV all the time, people live with the virus, people live healthy lives, they're still able to have children, still able to live, be what they want to be. And I just want to let people know that no matter how we portray the storyline, your life still will continue. And so that's kind of why I wanted to talk about that, because it has never been done. We didn't even mention HIV in season 1 because I wanted to get away from the stigma. But why not talk about the stigma? Why not add storylines to it? Why not talk about it if you're going to be on a web series? And pretty much web series, it's about entertainment, but it's also about letting people know knowledge, knowing. We even did infomercials about getting tested and things like that. It's all about knowing and knowledge, and that's pretty much the premises of my brand, is to shed light on what's out there, what's going on, and even though it's not just entertaining, but it's just being aware and self-awareness about what we do.